we decided to go with Plan B, the restart out of Fairbanks, due to safety for the dogs and the mushers both. The gorge is not passable by dog team right now, not safely. If there was one dog team that was going through there, they might make it without hurting themselves or their dogs. But we got to look at, we got 80 dog teams that are going to try and go down that gorge, and there's no way that you're going to get 80 dog teams through that gorge with the ice and the rocks and the lack of snow and the brush. And they don't get me wrong, they did a great job of brushing it out, but we're right down to the roots now. There literally was spots in there where you could see the ground in the middle of the trail, so that tells me there's not even a half-inch of snow. And the last 3 miles of the gorge was glare ice, where you have to go across and zigzag across ice bridges like everyone's seen. In order to turn and get across an ice bridge, you have to have a little bit of snow or something for traction for the dogs and the sled to grip. And there was absolutely none. It was totally undoable by dog team to go down there safely. Yeah, there is a lot of river running, but one advantage we have over 2003 is that we've got a trail set up that's a one-way trail. It's not, there will be no head-on passing like we did in 2003, where we went down to Anvik, turned around, and came back up and met each other on the river. That doesn't happen in Iditarod only one time in my lifetime. I hope that's all it is. But so it should, and it's the same distance, same mileage, which is really nice to have the same type of mileage, because that's what we all plan for. Obviously, we don't plan for the flat river running, but that's what's there.
What do you think as a racer?
As a guy who's done Iditarod 18 times, I believe it helps the rookies, because they feel like they're on the same playing field as the older guys like us that have done it a lot of times, because we've never done that trail. So they're like, okay, well, he doesn't know the distances and where to camp and all this stuff. But the fact remains that the guys that have done Iditarod 18 times do have that experience of racing 1,000 miles versus racing 300-mile races and 200-mile races. So it might have a slight advantage, but I don't think it's enough to be concerned or even really change the outcome of the race.